In the last session, Rinku provided detail about the root detection bypass and SSL pinning bypass. Guys, uh, be noted that these are very important step for a pen tester while doing the penetration testing of Android application, because when you will get any application or any APK file, and you are trying to install it in the rooted device. If this application is enabled with root detection, then you are not able to access the application functionalities. So as Rinku covered how to bypass the root detection and SSL pinning, so it's very important step. I hope you all have done your own analysis after the session. So today I am going to present about the Droger, MobiSup, and MobileXR. So I am moving few slides because all these slides are covered, were already covered by Rinku. So I'm just moving to the Droger part. Right. So Droger is an attack framework for Android application. So it's a comprehensive security audit and attack framework for Android. So, and it was initially developed by MWR Labs. Now this one is acquired by F-Secure Labs, and they are maintaining all the tools available inside the inside the Droger tool, right? So, and the Droger is also available for Windows, Linux, and Android also. So if I talk about Droger installation, so it has two parts. One is the Droger client and one is the agent. So when you are installing the Droger in your system, you need to install the client in your system, and you need to download the agent from the App Secure Labs, and the agent need to be installed in the emulator or the physical device, right? So once you install both the components, you need to establish the connection between the emulator and in the system. So I will show you how to establish the connection. And once the connection established, so you need to execute few commands like Droger console connect. Then it will be connected to the Droger console. Then you can execute all the commands inside the Droger tool. So there are few commands I have listed here. uh, like if you want to check what all commands available into the Droger console, you can just simply type list this one, and it will get all the commands inside that. And if you want to know the installed packages, what all packages installed in your emulator or the physical device, you need to just execute this run app package.info and then the package name. Similarly, we can execute the attack surfaces, and if there are any activities exported, then we can launch the activities simply by typing few commands in the Droger console. And in I think in our episode 3, we have talked about how to bypass the activities and content provider. Today we will be we will check how we will use the Droger console to execute all these commands to bypass the activity component as well as the content provider. So these are few commands available. You can note down all these commands, and these are the content provider command. So let me show you the demo part for this, how to connect. So as I told you, right, so there are two components available for Droger, right? One is the client and one is the agent. So you need to install the agent in emulator. So I have already installed emulator. So I'm not going to cover the how to install the Droger, because we have already covered all these in our earlier sessions. So once you have installed the Droger agent in your emulator or physical device, you need to just click on the on button here. Right now it is off, and you just click on the on. So it will enable the port 31415, because the Droger agent is by default running on the port 31415. So once you click on this, and so you can simply go to the client part. So I'm using the Mobilexer here. So later on, I will explain about the Mobilexer as well. So I already installed the Droger client in the Droger in the Mobilexer. So first of all, I need to check the connectivity from my Mobilexer VM to the emulator, right? So first of all, I will check if any device is connected or not. So first I will check ADB devices. So there is no ADB devices connected. So what I will do first, I will connect my emulator device to the Mobilexer, right? So for that I need to check the IP address of my emulator, right? So you can see here, right? The IP address is 192.168.57.101, right? So what I will do, I will just connect this one, ADB connect 192.168.57.101, and the port. By default, the port number is 5. Now this device is connected, right? So I can check if my devices are visible here or not. So if I type IDV devices, you can see, right, this device is attached here. Now the next part is how to connect the Trojan with this Mobilexer VM, right? So for that, in the PPT, I have shown that you need to establish the connection between your with from your system to emulator, right? So how to connect this? So for that, by default, we need to give the port number of Droger. So the Droger port is 31415. So what I will do, I will just type ADB forward TCP 31415 TCP 31415, right? So now this one is connected to the port number 31415. Now my next step is to access the Droger console. So how I will access the Droger console? So for that I have to type Droger console connect. Right. So it will take some time, I think. Yeah. Yes. So when I type this command here, Droger console connect, so it got connected to the Droger console. Now I can see, right? So I'm into the Droger console. From Droger console, I can execute all the commands listed in the Droger, right? So I have shown you that if I don't know anything about the commands, what I will type, I will just type list. So it will give all the commands available inside the Droger, right? So you can see all the commands inside the Droger are here, right? Like app package list, app package manifest, app package native, right? So you can execute all these commands from Droger console. Like if I want to know what all packages installed in my emulator, right? So what I will do, I will just type the command run app.pack package dot list, right? Yeah, dot list. Yeah. If I type this, so it will give all the packages which are installed in your emulator. See, you can see, right? All the packages are coming here in the list, and I'm right now concerned with the Docker asim.diva application only. And if you have installed any other application, you can check the package name from here, right? So now my next step is to get the info of this particular package, right? So how I will get the package information? So I have to type run app.package dot info, and I will simply say a, and the package name. Package name is jakarasim.diva. Jakar.asim.diva. If I type this, you can see, right? Just by clipping this typing this command, I can get all the details about this package, like where this package is listed, right? It's in data and jakar.asim.diva, right? And the apk path is data app asim.jakar base.apk, which we have already covered in our manual session, right? So this process name is jakarasim.diva. And if I see, the uses and giving also permission for external storage to read the permission, right? So our next step is to get the attack surfaces. What all attack surfaces we can execute with this package, right? So we need to just type the command app package attack surface and the package name. Package name is Jakar dot Asim.diva. So if I type this command, so you can see, right? All the attack surfaces are available. Like 3 activities are exported, so we can execute and bypass all these activities. And one content provider is exported. So I will show you how to get the activities. How to bypass the activities by using the Drozer command, and how to get the content provider list by just executing the command from Drozer console, right? So first of all, what I will do, so I need to check what all activities information are available uh, in this jakarasim.diva package. So for that, what I will do, I will execute the command run app.package and oh, not package, because then I'm executing activity. So what I will do, I will click on run app.activity.info info and hyphen a and the package name jaka.asim.diva. So if I type this command, you can see, right? So all the packages in the previous command, you can see the attack surface listed that 3 activities are exported. Now I have checked what all activities information available in this package. So if I type this command, so you can see 3 packages are available, right? And the permission is null. That means you can execute all these commands and bypass these activities. And how to bypass the activities, in the last session we have shown that how to bypass the activity. Now I can show you from the Drozer console the same command, right? So what I will type, run app dot activity and then start and then component and the package name is jakar dot asim dot diva and the activity. So our activity is this is the main activity, you can see, right? So this is the main activity which I'm not going to export it. So because this will not get much information, but this looks suspicious to me, API CRUD activity, right? So what I will do, I will just copy this one. Oh no, cancel. So what I will do, I will type it here. Jakar dot Okay, so our next step is to get the information of content provider. So for that, what I will do, I will type the type the command run app dot provider and info -a and the package name asim.diva. So if I type this, you can see I can get all the content provider available inside this package, right? So this one is the the node provider is the uh, content provider, and if you check the permission is null. That means we can execute all these commands here. So our next step is to get the URL for this content provider to access this query, right? So how I will get this content provider URL. So I have to type scanner provider find URIs and -a and the package name jk dot same diva, right? If I execute this command, so it will give me all the URLs which are available inside this package. Our next step is to get the information from this content provider URLs. So there is also one more command available to get the uh, to query this content provider URL. So I have to type an app.package app.provider and query, and then the content provider URL. So because my copy paste is not working, so I have to type it co content same dot diva dot provider dot nodes provider nodes, right? If I type this command, you can see, right? I can get all the information about inside this content provider URL, right? So guys, this is the Drozer console uh, framework which you can use in your pen testing activities to help or to facilitate your pen testing process. So it will not take more than half an hour or 1 hour to execute the whole pen testing of your Android application. So there are also other commands available inside this browser console. So I would like to you guys do your own research on that and get all the command executed by your own. If you have any queries, then definitely you can reach out to us, then we can help you about that. So this is the Drozer console which I have covered, and the next one is the MoveSF, right? So MoveSF is also static analysis and dynamic analysis tool available, and mostly in our pen testing process we use MoveSF for doing the static analysis of the Android as well as the iOS applications. So to set up the MoveSF, our first step is to install the Docker, right? So it will be easier if you install Docker in your system and then execute the command to pull the container, right? Docker pull open security MoveSF security mobile security framework MoveSF. You need to just type the command in your command prompt and this container will be pulled out. Once this container will be pulled out, you need to execute this command to run the MoveSF tool. So once you run this command in your command prompt, so what will happen, so I will show you here, right? So I have copied this command here. So you need to just execute this command docker run pull, right? So now it is saying that one docker is already running. So what I will do, I will just copy the URL from here and type in browser. once I type once you run the command to execute the Docker container, so you will get this URL, and you can copy this URL and paste in your browser. So once you paste this in your browser, you will get this console. Now what you have to do, you have to just upload the APK or IPA file here. So I have already downloaded one APK file, divabeta.apk. So what I will do, I will just click on open, and it will take 10 to 15 minutes or more, less than that, to execute all the to provide to get the analysis of this particular APK file, and it will give all the results and provide the static analysis report in your console. Now you can see that, right? The file name is apk diva beta apk, and the app name is diva, and there are some hashes available, right? And if you go down, you can see there are 17 activities are there, and one content provider and one exported provider is also available, right? So you can see all the static analysis report here. If you go down, you can see while we have done the static analysis manually, and we have executed few tools like dex2jar, jdgui, apk tool. In MoveSF, uh, in fraction of seconds, you can get all these decompiled code here. Like if I click on view android manifest.xml, you can see, right? All the manifest.xml file is available here. And if you want to see the code, you can click on the view java, right? So you can see all the java files are available here. So it's quick and easy to decompile your application. And there are also few things available in the latest MoveSF framework. You can download the apk file also. You can download the smali files, and you can download the java files here. And if you go down, it will give the brief list of static analysis of your application, like some permissions are available and which are dangerous, right? So you can analysis based on your application, and provide the report to the development team so that they can fix that. And if you go down, there are few others static analysis reports are available, like like activity is exported and content provider is exported. You can see this one is true, right? So that means any can access these files. So these are the files you can check by your own and try to investigate by your own self. All right. Okay, MobileServe is done. So this one I have covered, and MobileXer VM. Okay, the final thing is that there is one MobileXer VM available by the Enciphers. This is managed by Enciphers, and this is the customized virtual machine which can be used to execute the pen test for Android as well as iOS applications. So uh, you need to just download the UVA file of MobileXer VM, and you can easily get the GitHub link in the web and download the OVA file, and install in your VirtualBox. Once you install it, so you will get this VirtualBox image, and you have to just start your VirtualBox. So once you start the VirtualBox, you will get this image. So I was showing you all the commands of Droger from MobileXer VM only. So once you are in to the MobileXer VM, you need to just click on applications, and there are few things available here, right? So Android zone, iOS zones. If you click on Android zone, in the whole session are already listed here. You need to just plug in your emulator or physical device with MobileXer VM and start working with the pen test activities, right? So like you can see, right? All tools are available here, like Android Studio and JDGUI and ZX, Logcat, MoveSF. And MobileSap is also available here, right? So Docker image. You need to just click on this MobileSap, click and start executing your pen test activities. Um, Database browser is also available here, right? SQLite browser. So you need to just click on any tool and start working on it. If I click on IS zones also, few tools are available to execute the iOS pen test activities. All tools are available. If any tool is not available, it can support to download the tools available, and you can download the tools by your own by just typing the Linux command and execute your pen test activities. All right, Mobile Xer VM. So this is all about our Android hacking workshop. And benefits, I think Rinku already covered about the benefits. You can use this knowledge to participate in bug bounty programs, and get some bounties from some of the popular hunting programs like Synack, HackerOne, Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and there are many more. You can just type in web, you will get more details about that. And if you will learn more, you will earn more, right? And if you are learning, please share your knowledge. And these are few references available, which we have used during our presentation, and we have took some of the guides from OS and developerandroid.com, some other resources. And these are not limited, you can explore it your own way, and there are so many resources available in web. This is all about our Android hacking workshop. So if you guys have any questions or any queries, please reach out to us in our emails or in our LinkedIn profile, and you can reach out to us in our Twitter handle as well. So thank you guys for this session. So if you have any question, I am happy to answer. And Rinku is also available.
Yeah.
So we
Satishji, I
both
guess
can.
we have some questions out here.
Okay.
Firstly, am I audible?
Yes, you are available.
Okay, so one of the question is, can you share this presentation? So,
Yes,
okay, we
definitely we will share. I think Manish, you are taking all these part, right? Sharing all these things.
Uh, right now, I don't have a copy of it, but as soon as I have it, I will, start putting them in the YouTube videos.
okay. The
You can share
second
it.
question we have is MobSF an open source tool?
Yes, it's open source tool.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the benefit of Docker MobSF as compared to normal usage?
Right. That's good question. So what happened, when you install um, the MobileServe with your own, there are so many dependencies while installing the MobileServe in your local system. So Docker, you know, so Docker, provide and mitigate all these dependencies by using the containers, because Docker has installed in the system, and you have to just pull out the container image of this particular MobileServe app. So your dependency issue will be resolved by using the Docker. So when I started using the MobileServe in the initial days, I was installing the MobileServe in my system, and there are hell lot of dependencies we have to install. So, and it took me around 2 days to install MobileServe in my local system. So when Docker came into the market, and they provided the Docker image, so it's 15-minute task to install the MobileServe. I hope
Okay.
this answer this question.
Yeah. Another one is Docker MobSF does not support dynamic testing. Is it a question or an answer? I'm not sure. Naman, if you can
Yep,
shed
yep,
some light
yep.
on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has done some analysis on that. I have also done the analysis. I mean, if you are using the Genymotion, I think you can able to execute the dynamic analysis, but you have to tweak some configuration part for that. I think in MoveSF GitHub link, the steps are available. They can execute all these steps, and if they're facing any problem, then definitely we can try it our own and execute or show in our next session, or most probably in the coming future sessions.
Okay. We don't have any more questions. Like, I cannot see any more on the chat window. If anyone
All
has
right.
got any, then please feel free to ask for it.
Yep. The silence is no, I guess. In that case, we can stop the session, Manish, right?
Sure, sir.
Yep. Okay.
Sure.
All right. In that case,
One
thank you
other
so
one.
much, guys.